So here's a sort of personal, I don't know if I want to say plug, but like review, I guess, of the Weird. I will state now, I did not receive this for free. Like most of the products, I've received a couple of free products in the past from various like Paizo and Monte Cook games and stuff like that. But this one is one that I purchased with my own damn Canuck bucks. So this is something that I don't have to say I've got for free. Oh boy, was it worth it. Hey, Marco. This is a system agnostic book. This has nothing to do with the Cypher system or Invisible Sun or any of the other things that Monte Cook Games produces. It's not 5e specific. It's not any system specific. It is system agnostic. And I've got some positives about the book. I do have a few negatives about the book. But let's get into it, shall we? So first of all, hands down, the positives. Look at this art. Monte Cook Games. Oh my gosh. You guys hire some of the craziest artists. This is all over the place and I absolutely adore it. I think this is amazing. What is the Weird getting to this? Okay, so we're going to get into my first complaint about the book. The layout. They got very creative with the layout, which is awesome in many ways. Every page is its own thing. It almost feels like the level of Morkborg, where like every page was its own entertaining facet. The problem is some of this is really hard to read. So the contrast values on some of these things break all the design rules. I feel like because there's so much referenced material in here, like it's not like Morkborg where like you got a picture of a club, you know what you're getting, got a big D4 just beside it. It doesn't need to be as readable. This has a lot of text to it. And some of the contrast values, like right here, you see like that gray in the background with the white is purple and the white, like that's a little harsh on the eyes. I don't know if it's better in print. Maybe it's a little easier to read in print, but so this is probably my only major complaint of the book is there's a lot of good information in here. Some of it is a little hard to read. TLDR, what is the Weird? The Weird is basically nothing but a series of randomized tables for idea farming. And each table has 4 percentile columns in it that kind of overlap, that give you, it says right here, interesting, surprising, gonzo, and whimsical, sort of to flavor it and what you can get, which is pretty cool, actually. Let's get into some tables and I'll show you why. It gives you like brief rundowns of what each of those means. I'm not going to go through like everything in the book like 100%, but and it also breaks it down by genres usually, but it's just basically a bunch of like lists. Let's just get into them. So here, like first list that we have is weird tech item modifications. Let's like expand this so you guys can see a little bit better. So you've got your ISGW, which is, like I said, the like interesting and gonzo and whimsical and everything like that up here. That's what the ISGW means. So if you'll see that there's different percentiles on the sides here. If you go down, you see that they start to overlap. Like gonzo here on the right doesn't start until like the I, which is what interesting, starts on like 91. So like there's a bit of an overlap sometimes. I actually kind of like the way these tables work. But yeah, this one is what did I say? This one is weird tech item modifications, and things like you roll and a laser gun maybe emits an eerie whisper when used, or causes orange nosebleeds. And like this is some of the not so weird stuff. When you get down to like the gonzo shit, the tech item that's fascinated by moonlight, I don't even know how you'd work that in, or voice activated abilities that react to certain words in a specific accent or dialect. Can 3D print and install functional cybernetic wings if supplied with crafting and surgical materials. Like, love it. Wouldn't even make sense for some of this stuff, but hence the name of the book. So there are a lot of tables in this book. There are a lot. So the first table starts on page 16. The book, the last table, ends on page 253. And it's just tables of ideas of some of the weirdest shit and some awesome like alien sci-fi tech, wilderness locations. And you'll notice the layout is different for each area. Once again, I'm not sure how I feel about this. Some of the layouts are fine. Some of the layouts are kind of hard to read. So like weird, like horror or / modern adventure seeds, for example. Murders in the area occur just as they do in a novel written by a local best-selling author. I mean, you've seen that type of storyline before. Or let's go to something a little bit more crazy. Children's modeling clay animates and causes pranks. Ice and frost slowly coat one wall, sometimes forming half-identifiable shapes. There's a lot of, like, I'm not going to go through all the tables here. Obviously, if you want to know more about the tables, go get the book. How much is this book? Anyways, Monty Cook Games. It's $20 for like a 250-page book or whatever of, like, a solid amount of ideas. Like an absolutely solid amount of ideas. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So if you're, and like the art in it, and like I'm going to be using this for like every game I run for the most part from now on. It's just going to help me, whether you're doing it through actual play, like during the game, or whether you're just using it for like game prep ideas or something like that. Once again, I wasn't sponsored by this. I did not receive this for free. I was just blown away by how absolutely useful this book is going to be. So I had to show this off. It's such a good book. Check out The Weird by Monty Cook Games. This gets my, like, if I could give more than 2 thumbs up, I would give more than 2 thumbs up. I love it though. So cool. All right.